So I'm gonna start Randie's skin prep with one of my favorite products right now. It's the Belief Aqua Balm Hydrating Toner. This is so nice. I'm just gonna take a cotton round and I'm just gonna prep her skin, get it nice and softened. This is a great hydrator slash pre-moisturizing step for your skin. So now that her skin is prepped with her toner, I'm gonna actually go in with the Laura Mercier. This is a Flawless Skin Moisturizing Glow Mask. This is really nice. If you have that extra time before your client needs to be ready, it's so nice and hydrating for your skin. I'm just going to lather that all over. It's gonna feel like a thick, almost like a cold cream going on. Doing a nice thick layer. This is gonna help give us that beautiful, hydrated, glowy skin. And it's a quick mask too. It's only a 10-minute mask, so it's been 10 minutes. We're gonna just gently rinse off that mask. I say gently because you're supposed to leave just a little bit on the skin. So now I'm going in with another moisturizer, just to get her skin really nice and softened. I'm using the Sheer Hydration from Lemieux and a clean fingertip, and I'm just going to work that product into her skin. Next, we're going in with an eye cream. This is the Kiehl's Creamy Avocado Eye Treatment. Open and look up. Just gonna lather this on underneath her eye. Really let it soak in while we start her eye makeup. So I'm gonna go in with a MAC concealing palette and I'm just going to naturally carve underneath Randie's brows. This was like one of our favorite things to do back in the day. We do like a super light concealer under the brow bone or under the eyebrow, and it would be really intense. So now I'm gonna go in pre-foundation, and I'm just gonna give Randie an overall even kind of glow and a tan. I'm using the Vita Liberata. It's the Body Blur HD Skin Finish. I love this stuff so much. It's so amazing for on set and on camera. Or even if you just want your legs and your décolleté and your chest to look perfect and glowy, it's amazing. But I'm also gonna use it on her face. So kind of starting it at the top of her shoulders and just working that product in, working it up her neck. This is for the body, but it does work amazing on the face as well. And it just gives your skin this gorgeous glow. So nice. It's like a filter for your entire body and face. And I'm gonna work that starting on the outside of her face. And then just bringing it in underneath her cheekbone. I'm gonna get into her ear. You don't wanna ignore those ears if you're gonna do something like this. I'm gonna go around her forehead. Just gently buff that product in. You can already kind of see the difference too between this side that we've done and this side. Look at that beautiful glow. It just looks so healthy and beautiful, and it's such an easy step. And I find when I do this on some of my clients, they end up needing a lot less foundation. So now that her glow is on all over from shoulders to face, we're gonna start focusing on the brows. And I'm going to be pushing her brows up with soap brows, just using a clean spoolie and working that product into her brows. I love the way you look with brushed up brows. I think it's such a like eye-opening look. And it really helps to give your brows a fuller look naturally too. So like if you have sparse brows, like I have sparse brows myself, and when I use this product on myself, I'm like, wow, I actually have eyebrows. This is crazy. So it's an awesome step. If you don't want to have to like really fill in your eyebrows too much, do this first. See the difference too. So now that her brows are brushed up and they're groomed and they're combed out, I'm gonna go and fill in just a little bit with the Brow Contour Pro. I'm just gonna start with short strokes upward, basically creating brow hair. And we are darkening them, obviously. Randie has dark hair, so we're trying to match them a little bit more to her hair color. So now that Randie's eyebrows are on, we got our face framed and we're ready for the fun stuff. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of illuminator. This is the Universal Illuminator from Dior. I love this so much. I've been hooked on it ever since I got it. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna pre-highlight her skin before we do the foundation. Just like we pre-bronzed and pre-warmed up her skin before foundation, we're gonna pre-highlight. This stuff is amazing because it sits really well underneath foundation. It sits well on top if you're careful, and it also is great to mix into any other product. So like if you wanna mix it into, let's say like your tinted moisturizer or your foundation, it's beautiful. And you don't need a lot of it too. So same thing, I'm just gonna add that to the top of her cheekbones and I'm gonna bring it around her temple. Really working it in. Whatever's left over, add it to her décolleté. So now we're going in with foundation. I'm going to use the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation in the color Olive. I'm using, this is a Zoeva 103 Defined Buffer Brush. It's going to work that product. You really don't need a lot of this foundation. It's actually a pretty full coverage. Kind of stippling that product on. Now that her foundation is on, we're gonna go in and conceal under her eyes. I'm gonna use the Shape to Tape concealer from hearts. Just work that product in. This is obviously a very heavy concealer, as we all know, so I like to start with a little bit on the top of my hand and a small fluffy brush and just kind of blend that product in. I'll add a little bit of extra too in the corner of her eye, just where we tend to get really dark, just to help brighten that area. You can see the difference too. Well rested? No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
You're well rested. So now I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques. This is a small blending sponge, and I'm just going to, and it's damp, I'm just going to work that product in under her eye and really get it buffed in and make sure it doesn't have too much product. This helps to kind of pick up any excess that we might leave behind with a brush. And this is a great way to make sure that product is worked into the skin. I also applied that same concealer just in the center of her forehead, bring it down the bridge of her nose as a highlight, and then just on the center of her chin as well. And I'm gonna really make sure I work it in directly under her eye too, because we're about to set her under eye with powder, and we wanna make sure that she doesn't have any creases before we do so. Okay, so. Now I'm taking a loose powder from Chanel. This is just a universal color. And is this color? Yep, just universal. Same sponge. And I'm just going to pat that powder directly under her eye. I love to put a little extra powder in this region of the face because we tend to have larger pores right here and we get really shiny. This is one spot of the face that I really don't like any shine. So I'll make sure that I pat a lot of product in there. And I'm also gonna bring that just straight up her cheekbone. A little bit on the center of her forehead. And you can see the difference too between the set eye with the powder and then the non-set eye. So now that her under eye is set and a couple other spots too, I did add some more powder towards the center of her forehead and just around her lip line and her chin. Now I'm gonna go in and contour. I'm using the Jouer. This is the Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is one of my favorite ways to contour. I'm using a darker color than her skin. This is the color Coffee. And I'm going to take just a small buffing brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that product. I love using the top of my hand as a painter's palette. It's so easy because you don't have to hold something separate. I know it's not everyone's favorite way to do this, but I find that like it just helps to warm up the product. Even more so if you put it on the inside of your hand as well, but I find that when I do that sometimes, I end up dropping product on my clients. So top of the hand is safer. So look this way just a little bit. Randie has incredible cheekbones, as you can see, so she doesn't need a ton of contour, but we're just gonna help to bring out those cheekbones even more. So I'm just taking tapping motions because I don't wanna disrupt that makeup that we have underneath. And I'm just tapping that contour right underneath her cheekbone. This is a great way to fake cheekbones too if you're not like Randie and you don't have amazing chiseled cheeks. So So same color, I'm gonna bring it just along her hairline. And I'm using it in this spot because I wanna give her the effect of, just like before when we use that bronzer all over, I wanna give her a really healthy, sun-kissed look. So I'm just bringing more warmth around her hairline and blending it into her hairline so we don't see that separation. I'm not trying to contour it, I'm just trying to warm it up. So now I'm gonna go in with her highlight. We're gonna use two different highlighters. I love these, they're from Jouer. One is Skinny Dip, it's a little bit darker, and the other one is Citrine. I'm just gonna mix the two. Move this way. I'm just gonna start placing that on top of her cheekbone, and I'm gonna bring it along the temple. I'm kind of patting that product in too, just like the contour color. Patting it down, and then I'm just gonna buff out the edges. I love these highlighters. They're so rich, and you need the tiniest bit, like on your brush. I'm just tapping like the smallest amount. So now I'm gonna take a small pencil brush and the same highlighters. Just gonna take a little bit of the product. I'm gonna highlight the tip of her nose. I love this look on my clients. Tapping that product on, and I'm just gonna gently push it in with my fingertip. And same place. I'm also gonna take it, highlight her Cupid's bow, straight up. I'm also gonna take it and gonna highlight that tear duct. Same two highlighters, same brush. Go back over her collarbone. Don't want to leave that collarbone ignored. If you have like off shoulder top or like a dress, or you know, if you're going out at night and you want to really make that area pop, it's so easy to just throw whatever highlighter you're using on your skin and bring it down to your chest. Especially that shoulder cap, bring that out. Now we're going on to eyes, and I'm gonna use one of my all-time favorite products. I mean, I've used this on so many makeup looks. It's such a great, amazing cream. It's the Chanel Cream Shadow. It's in the color Undertone. I don't think this one's discontinued. Some of them are discontinued, but this one's still around, I think. Anyway, they do dry out a little fast, so I'm gonna re-wet it and kind of just renew it basically with the all-nighter spray from Urban Decay. I'm gonna spray it directly on the product. And I'm gonna take a blending brush and I'm just gonna start working that all over her eyelid. This is a really easy, everyday makeup look that you could do on your eyes. So now I'm taking that same Chanel cream eyeshadow and I'm gonna bring it down her bottom lash line just to kind of round out the eyes and tie that top with the bottom. And I'm just using a small pencil brush and working that product in. Taking one more cream eyeshadow, this one's from Charlotte Tilbury, it's just a deeper bronze. And I'm just going to buff that on top of the first cream shadow, focusing it more like halfway and then bringing it out. Now I'm gonna go in and line her eyes. I'm using one of my favorites. This is Costa Riche. It's an eye kohl from MAC, and I'm going to start on the top lash line, so look down for me. Actually, close. Getting that product as close to her lashes as possible. So now that her eyeliner is on both sides, we're gonna start going in with some lashes. Since I am trying to keep this a little more everyday, like I mentioned earlier, open to look down. I'm just gonna do individuals and I'm just gonna focus them on the outer corner of her eye, just to kind of bring out that wing shape even more. And of course, just to add, you know, a little extra lash. Who doesn't want extra lashes? So now going in with mascara, I'm taking the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. I love this one so much. I talk about this mascara all the time. It's like $7 and amazing. So I'm gonna be open, okay, but look down a little bit. So I like to place my fingertip right behind, the lashes. And I'll just scoop her lashes into the fake ones. And this is a great way to blend them. And since my finger is there, I can kind of like get in there and really work that mascara into her lashes without worrying about getting her eyelid. So if your client can handle this, which it's not the easiest, but they can handle it, really get in there. Now we're gonna move on to lips. I'm gonna use one of my favorite lip pencils. You can see it's like halfway gone. It's the Laura Mercier Natural Lips Liner. This is a great nude, but it's very neutral. It's like, it's a perfect like everyday lip liner. So starting on the bottom, just gonna bring that right around her lip shape. It's gonna help define her lips but in a natural way. Now I'm applying MAC's lipstick in Impulsive. I like to take whatever blush I have left over on my blush brush and I'll just gently sweep it across her nose. Just helps to bring that whole center and like kind of tie it together. So now I'm going to take a bronzer and I'm just going to, look up for me. I'm just going to diffuse the line that we created earlier with that shadow. And I'm just going to buff that area out, and this is just going to give her more of a sultry, smoky effect. It's an easy way to add a little more drama to your makeup look too.